Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Summerslide! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Pedro Porro. Now, can they get him away? Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I can tell you that I'm a fan of this guy, Christian Romero, described by his national team boss as spectacular. I've always seen him as been brave, very aggressive defensively, but front-footed as well. And let me go into a little more detail on that, because some of the runs he makes are actually quite crazy, and there seems to be a recklessness about it and no order, and he just leaves it to whomever behind him to fill the gap. But I like that in his game.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Spence has got himself a free kick. Szoboszlai has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
Gomez. Now it's McAllister. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he's got his cross in. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for...
Ekitike! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Gomez. That's beautifully weighted. And he's managed to get free. Defend. Can he find the finish? Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Oh, easy pickings there. And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Not the most accurate pass. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Tries to think it through. Great chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Szoboszlai. Now it's McAllister. Foot in. McAllister showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Half an hour played now. Now he's off and running. Gomez. He's a sharp little ball here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lovely bit of skill. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressure. And he shoots! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. And the pass is intercepted. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Gray. Tries to pass it through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Kudus. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Stood up well to him there. Ekitike. McAllister. Gray. Great vision. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. That is ended up in no man's land. And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And the game has already resumed here. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
It's a searching pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough.
Takes a shot! Superb goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
After 52 minutes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Liverpool have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And no surprise, that's a booking. He's having a go! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And it's Gomez.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Can he get on the end of this? Vicario deals with that nice and simple. Some resolute defending there. Nicely spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
The
It's a
attendance
pretty
for
loose
this
pass.
match was 28,997.
That looks a decent ball. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Now it's Wirtz. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Pedro Porro has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Played out to the left flank. Knocks it into space. Now it's Richarlison. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Jones. Big chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Liverpool have their third corner. And that should get the job done. He's chosen to go back. Oh, that was vital. Oh, tries a shot! Brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Liverpool are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And the finish! Sticks it away! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Tottenham get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Wirtz receives it in a good position here. Can he... Oh, header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Liverpool get their fourth corner.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Nicely... Can he finish? Really well taken goal. And surely that does it. Perfect time. Decisive strike.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
85 minutes is
Liverpool go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. And that, for me, should be decisive. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That ball looks a good one. He's through, it's one-on-one. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Kerkez spots it and intercepts.
has been indicated.
Shot could be on. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Time added on, 4 minutes. Nicely weighted ball. And he plays one through. Deftly away. Jones. Van der Ven wins the duel this time. And he is going into that little black book. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And the referee brings it to a close. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Ekitike picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. From it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it,
Volunteers
and they
for each
did.
block, please report to the staff
So
room
many
immediately.
thanks to Jim. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou. Oh, chance! It's bounced back off the post.
Yamal. Great defending, strong and determined.
Haaland. He's cut it out. Big chance! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. They're outsmarting him this time.
And that is as far as they're going to go. He is through here.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Pedri. Foden. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Rafinha, pass somewhat off target. Looking to play him in. No, it's come to nothing. Eric Garcia.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Foden.
Foden unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Doku looking to run onto it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Real chance! Superlative from Pedri! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other.
Can he find the finish? He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Yamal.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pedri gets a foot in here. Pedri carries the ball down the right. He has found the way through. Pedri.
And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Barcelona take the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now, who's going to be first to this?
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Yamal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they?
And now they can spring out of defence.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Tries to play it through. Now it's Pedri. Yamal.
Shapes to shoot! Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Driving forward, Balde gets across to intercept that. Araujo, Barcelona finding their passes. Ferran Torres is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Kubasi. Koundé. And here's Doku. Referee's given a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Ferran Torres. Bernardo Silva makes the interception. And it's Rodri. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, good-looking ball. And the counter is on. Threads one in. Back into... Chance, surely! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Barcelona are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 24.
So off we go once more.
El dorsal 16. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de
Throw it.
jugadores.
Ferran Torres tries to pass it through. This looks promising. He's got away. Decent chance! Barcelona have...
Great chance! Goal!
And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Barcelona go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. It's their second corner of the game. Yamal. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Foden. Cleared without complication. Pedri promptly onto that, and that is that. Koundé.
This is the time you need that pace.
Knocks it into space. Passing nice and neat.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Koundé spots it and intercepts. Looking for the run. Not the most accurate pass. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Kubasi. Not the most convincing of passes. That has ended up in no man's land. Out to the left it goes. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that has been clubbed away. Ake. Jackie.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Haaland! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. He's beaten the last man. Ferran Torres. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ruben Dias cuts it out.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's a promising position. Haaland. That has not gone well. He's in a good position here.
Shot a goal!
Has a look and plays it forward. And he's picked it up out wide.
Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rodri. And it's Bernardo Silva. That is a brilliant interception. Rafinha. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Haaland.
Takes a shot! Oh, taken with style! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Oh, super find. He's found a way through.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
He's picked his way through. Rafinha. Pedri. And he welcomes it in. And he's managed to get free.
Chance for a shot! He has done it!
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Kubasi. Rafinha. Oh, strongly challenged there. And the pass is intercepted.
Lewandowski.
Yamal.
Yamal. And the finish!
2 minutes to be added on. That pass isn't the best.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.
Barcelona have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Pedri
Picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford.
Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get some...
So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Richarlison, is very easy on the eye. OK, he may not be as expressive as some of his more illustrious compatriots, but nonetheless effective. He could improve his decision-making. You can't dribble your way out of everything, and at times he'd be better off if he just got his head up a little earlier.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Played back in. Danger averted for now.
Yoro
chooses to go cross-field. It's a good run down the left-hand side.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Oh, he's been caught on it here!
That's the keeper's ball.
Aims beyond the defence.
That is lovely. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Played into space. Pass somewhat off target.
And a goal kick.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Yoro gets over and intercepts. And the pass is intercepted. Played out to the left flank.
And the ball is out of play.
Gray gathers from the goal kick. Nicely weighted ball.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Colomwani. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, easy pickings there. Yoro. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Still goalless.
That has not gone well.
There's the delivery.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Bentancur kept his eye on it, and he's there. Back into the middle. It's gone out for a throw-in. Tries to play it through. Richarlison! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Tottenham with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's there to retrieve it.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Knocks it out wide. Richarlison. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Ahmad. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Casemiro. He shifted it to the flank. Diogo Dalot showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pedro Porro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
1 minute added time.
Ahmad. No, not quite on the same wavelength. He can get that clear. Pass is just off target. Shaw. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 7.
Here we go again then.
Mason Mount. Number
So the
26.
first half brought no goals.
Number 15. Lenny Euro. Coming
Well,
on the
that's
field.
clever. And it's made its way to him. He's got away.
Number
Bruno
6.
Fernandes.
Lustando Martinez.
Manchester United do
Number
appear to have
3.
made a half-time change.
Mazraoui.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system...
Chance for a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And that has left him in a heap. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Bruno Fernandes is eyeing up his options in the middle. There's the header! He scored! The breakthrough strike! One perfect ball, one perfect header.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Number 10. Matthias Cunha.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Time and again they are repelled. This looks promising. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Diogo Dalot is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No
The
more,
attendance
no
for
less.
this match was 72,306.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. He's given the time to pick a pass.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Tries to pass it through. That is a brilliant interception. And that was very necessary. And it's Dalot. Real chance! Now, who's going to... Good chance here! That's going to go a long way. Well read, and the danger is averted. Colomboani. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. So who's he going to be aiming for here? That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Matheus Cunha. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Sarr. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Porro with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Bruno Fernandes has created one goal already. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period, and the score is 1-0. Vicario breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Diogo Dalot. Matheus Cunha. 1-0 as we head towards the end. That has been slung wide. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Van de Ven has been sent off for that incident. The referee showed no hesitation in getting out a straight red card. Knocks it into space. Now it's Colomboani. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Tottenham on the spot for parity. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
It's in, but only just. The keeper guessed correctly, and a heart and mouth moment for the taker.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Oh, nicely intercepted. Great vision.
Pedro Porro. Sarr. Xavi Simons. Spence clears.
The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Home on public transportation today.
So a
Please
short
watch
respite for the
screen
players
train
as they
departure
prepare
times from all
themselves
local
for
major
another
stations.
30 minutes.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
What a start. Free. Foden!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's O'Reilly. Shot could be on. Delivered across. And he gets rid in a hurry. Bentancur.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the international scene, but he really is, for me, the blueprint of the modern centre-half, and of course he can play at left-back too. He's old school, he's uncompromising defensively, and he is truly outstanding on the football.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Played out wide. Kudus! Kudus! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Kudus has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Ruben Dias. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Romero, pass is coming off in quick succession here. Kudus is in a really good position out wide. And the finish! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Vardiol. Nico Gonzalez. Now it's Reinders. Xavi Simons cuts out the pass. Nicely weighted ball. Gray. Bentancur. And they're back on the ball again. Foden. Cherki. Matheus Nunes. Not the most accurate pass. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. This time, surely! There it is! Haaland duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And if you have just joined us, still just one. Here's a chance! Foden. And it's Reinders. And Reinders. And it's Kudus. O'Reilly. Reinders. He's a sharp little ball here. Danger averted for now. Ruben Dias. Looking to play him in. Now it's Kudus. Tries a shot! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Tottenham grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
That is great defending, so alert. Romero makes the interception. Knocks it into space. Shot a goal! so smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Foden. Well, they could break
2
here.
added minutes has been indicated.
That pass isn't the best.
Romero. Tottenham have got it back and they'll have another go. Oh, what has happened? Can he finish? That's another chance. And again. And it's in. A quite incredible spell. They are flop. And the half-time whistle goes.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
And we are back on the way. Reinders. Vardio. And it's Gonzalez.
O'Reilly.
Simons.
Distributed tidily. Xavi Simons looking to run onto it. And the shot! It's fallen loose again!
Reinders. And it's Haaland.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final goal was very poor.
O'Reilly. Reinders.
Bentancur. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's going for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
And that is a little undercooked. Aims beyond the defence. Van de Ven.
Over to the left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
Reinders.
Foden. It's a pretty loose pass. And they've got rid.
Nico Gonzalez.
And it's Bernardo Silva.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Kudus. Xavi Simons. Turns back here, probably the best option. Well timed, excellent interception. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva carries the ball down the right.
That's a shade optimistic. Pedro Porro.
And he's opted for the long pass. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. It's come to nothing. That has ended up in no man's land.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Looking for options, for movement. Great chance! No, he couldn't get hold of it.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Vardiol. Reinders has created one goal already. That has found him in acres of space. Bentancur gets over and intercepts. Pass somewhat off target. Reinders. Now it's Bernardo Silva.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final...
Could be danger here!
Colomboani. Nico Gonzalez. That has not gone well.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Can he get it through? Great vision. Shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. He's got tall. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
O'Reilly.
Foden. He is through here. That'll be a throw-in.
Alex Simons.
Foden.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul.
Van de Ven has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Hangs one in. No, he didn't quite meet it right.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Haaland! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Haaland. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And Few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive steel in the middle of the park, Peter. What he's particularly good at is nipping opposition attacks in the bud and preventing them from getting any real momentum going. He's also a bit of a shooting threat from long range too, so opposing defences will have to beware of that, and very much so.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Eric Garcia. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's picked it up out wide.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Mount! Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Looking for the run. That has not gone well. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 26. Number 7.
That pass isn't the best.
Mason Mount.
Now, can they get him away?
Number 15.
He's charged for a shot!
Coming on the field.
And
Number
for a
4.
moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Mazraoui. Substitutions taking place.
Koundé. It's a pretty loose pass. Knocks it into space. Manchester United have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Ahmad's... There's the header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
That pass has been well intercepted. Not the most accurate pass. Pass somewhat off target. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Yamal. Barcelona applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Shaw gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Martin. That is ended up in no man's land. And the finish! Goal! Manchester United! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Big chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Manchester United can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United.
Cisco! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Can he get on the end of this?
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Eric Garcia.
Shaw wins the duel this time.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Can he get it through? Pedri.
Casemiro. Diogo Dalot.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Manchester United are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Bruno Fernandes. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
And he welcomes it in.
Shoots!
They just took too long getting forward.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Play towards the front line. He's picked his way through. An instinctive delivery.
Goes for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
And that has put paid to that.
Pedri. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And smartly reclaimed. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And he plays one through.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken.
The attendance for this match
Quarter of
was
an hour into the second half.
70,987.
Rafinha picks it up out wide. And that could well leave a mark.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do, dealing with the pressure. And he's kept it out. Oh, he's missed.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
They've played it short. Gets the shot away. He's kept it out just.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. He has found the way through. Matheus Cunha, he's found the way through. Ball comes in. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Yamal.
This is promising. There's the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
That's really well cleared.
Has a shot! What a hit, the save was firm.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Martin. He's a sharp little ball here.
Gets into some space.
Gets his head on it! Pedri. Eric Garcia.
Great vision.
Well read, nice interception.
Casemiro.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
Martin.
Keeper's got good distance on that.
Looking for options for movement. It's a promising position. He is just caressing the ball. Eric Garcia defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. It's a pretty loose pass.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Back into the middle.
He's having a shot! That is delicious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! It is no contest. It is a landslide. That was easy, almost too easy.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And he's picked it up out wide, and it's played in here. Nice interception, well timed. Yamal.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Yamal.
And he shoots!
Made over towards the opposite flank.
3 minutes added time.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Now who's going to be first to this?
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Diogo Dalot.
And that's it.
Manchester United pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Šeško
Voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
That's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most... Can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Ferran Torres deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Has a shot! That comes as a mighty relief. Romero threads one in. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy, Richarlison, does like to play increasingly like a winger, come pseudo-target man at times, and you'll see him down the middle quite frequently. It's not all about just cutting inside. He has much more to his game than that.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And here's Ferran Torres. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. He's gone for goal!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that...
Yamal! Oh! Fantastic! A finish of true class! And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Tottenham finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Chance! Decent enough try. And the pass is intercepted. Bentancur. That ball looks a good one. And the finish! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Well, that is asking. And one more try! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can...
Shot a goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Ferran Torres actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Tottenham are looking to go forward now. Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Romero plays the return pass. Tries to pass it through. It's not an especially good pass, that. And it's Simons. Romero. Defending was strong and firm. Yamal. Romero kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Ferran Torres. "30 minutes gone. Van de Ven. And it's Bentancur. Tottenham looking to pass their way through. Kolomuani. And Gray. And it's Bentancur. Romero. Bentancur. Looking to play him in. Rafinha. He's had it taken off him. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Ferran Torres. Xavi Simons. Looking for the run. Rashford tries a shot!
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And they're quick to get it back.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now, can they get him away? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Rashford. Pedri. Well-timed, excellent interception. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Colomouani. That is good alertness. Yamal. Looking for options for movement. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And there's the end of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Barcelona ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, delightful ball. Vicario is there, and he can get that clear. Romero. And again, he's having a shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Rafinha, chance for a shot! Brilliant from Rafinha! About as smooth as it gets. Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look...
And the shot! Bentancur.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He has found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Real chance! That's another chance! Sticks it away! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and
Shoots! Oh, there was plenty on that.
well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Rafinha. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Colomouani. Nicked it back promptly. Not the most accurate pass. Richarlison is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That is ended up in no man's land. He won't be happy with that one.
Rafinha. It's Pedri. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Rashford. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Goes for goal! And the ball's come loose here. Now it's Richarlison. Nice looking ball. Romero getting this one clear. Gray. Kolomuani. Al Kubasi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pedro Porro gets it away. Pedro Porro. And there's green grass ahead of him. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Pass somewhat off target. Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Played out wide. And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's quick to get it clear again. That has not gone well. He's gone for goal! Into the arms of the goalkeeper. Well, that looks a decent ball. Great chance! And he seemed certain to get the sixth. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rafinha looking to add to his goal. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bentancur. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And time is up. Barcelona pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Ferran Torres picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, we never really did friendly derbies, not when I was playing, Peter. But it's impossible to keep rivalries in check, completely in check. So while I'm not expecting everything to go flying at 100 miles an hour, this could get spicy.
The action has already started. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Diogo Dalot. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, it's not very often you look at your goalkeeper as a source of inspiration, but I think we can make an exception for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Such an incredible player, one of the safest pair of hands around.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And it... Real chance! Deftly away. Doku. Might be chance! Yes, it's in! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Doku. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. And the finish! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Bruno Fernandes. Tries to play it through. But that has not gone well. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Casemiro to Bruno Fernandes. Ahmad. And he gets rid in a hurry. He's had it taken off him. That's a lovely, neat pass. Not the most accurate pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Referee's given a throw. There's a sharp little ball here. Foden. Played in by... Oh, what a climb! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Looking for options for movement. He's one-on-one and a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Šeško clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Casemiro, clearly the target here.
Well, he is someone you can...
Šeško! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Manchester United have their second corner now. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. Haaland.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That's a throw.
He has found the way through, delivered with swing.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Rodri. It's a pretty loose pass.
Now it's Haaland.
Now it's Foden.
Well timed, excellent interception.
De Ligt. Shaw.
Matheus Cunha.
Looking tidy in possession here.
It's a really well-measured ball.
Can he finish?
Foden proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Nicely aimed pass. Pass somewhat off target.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Diallo picks it up out wide. Haaland.
Doku goes on a charge down the left.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Rodri.
Kusanov. And it's Reinders.
De Ligt.
Kept his eye on it, and he's there.
No, again there's no way through.
Looking for a runner.
De Ligt tries to clear. Foden with the short one. Foden
Has it in a wide position.
and here's Foden. Cross flung in towards the middle.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And here's Doku. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Ruben Dias and Kusanov. Almost an hour gone.
Foden really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Diogo Dalot.
Matheus Cunha. Great vision. It's played through for him.
Tries a shot! That's another chance! We've got a goal!
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Now it's Doku. Reinders. Gives it back. Tries to pass it through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. pass isn't the best. Aimed beyond the defence. Ahmad's cross. Donnarumma claims it without any fuss.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
"75 minutes played. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That's been cut out, well played. Over to the left. Doku is wide and looking to get onto this. Bruno Fernandes. And they're back on the ball again. Bernardo Silva. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice parts.
Shot a goal! He has done it! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Foden chance, surely!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
2 added minutes has been
Donnarumma
indicated.
is there to clear. 2 minutes to be added. Just about within shooting range. And no one is overly concerned about that. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that's that. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Haaland just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
For our World Charity Fund.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.